Testing, 1, 2, 3.
What is that?
I don't know, Chef.
What's happening, boys, and welcome to a FIFA 20 deep dive episode. We're going to be looking at all the FIFA 20 news that came out today. A little bit different from the usual videos we do with the players' wave views and then the drafts and pack openings, but FIFA 20 is right around the corner, and a bunch of new features have just been announced. A bunch of new feature sets as well as things that are going to be in FIFA 20 have just been announced. We've got a leak of 10 possible extra FUT icons that are going to possibly be in FIFA 20, and we're going to have a stab at who they could possibly be going forward. And maybe Samuel Eto'o, Philip Lahm, that is to be determined. Well, that is exactly what today's video is going to be. And like I said a couple days ago, the videos might be a little bit more centric to this with FIFA 20 coming out right around the corner. However, we do have some cards that we know we're going to get on Friday. It is either going to be a position change center back Luis Gustavo. It is either going to be a center mid David Alaba or a center mid Alessandro Florenzi. I voted for Florenzi. I know Luis Gustavo is a meme on the channel, and I wouldn't mind getting him. He'd be fun to use, but if we get Florenzi or Alaba, that means that we could use them at striker, and then also get some very crazy players. Alaba has, I believe, an 87 or 88 rated player, so I think that SBC would probably be a 90 rated. Florenzi, however, has, I believe it's the 89 or 88 UCL version of the card, and that would probably be something like a 91 or 92. So I would absolutely fap over a 91 or 92 Florenzi. You guys let me know if you vote, who you voted for in the comment section below. You guys let me know what new feature you guys are most excited for FIFA 20. But if you guys do enjoy these informative videos, I know they're a little bit different, drop a cheeky like on the video. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Now, I was able to get my hands, I was able to play a little bit of FIFA 20. So some of these new feature sets I have a little bit of experience with, and where I can, I'll add a little bit of nuance. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but I'll add another layer on top of what has been presented by EA. But the first thing I wanted to do was talk about this guy SWQZ over on the FIFA Reddit, and he took a stab at all the new icons that could possibly be coming to FIFA 20. Now, EA revealed Alberto Carlos, I think, was the one that was revealed either late last night or early today, but then there was the silhouettes of 11 more players, and as you guys can see here on the screen right here, I'm on the FIFA Reddit right now. In order from left to right, we've got Kaká, we've got Cahill, who it could either be Cahill or Samuel Eto'o. They've got a very similarly shaped head, and the only thing is, I feel like Eto's ears match the silhouette a little bit better. So we're going to see there, Michael Essien is the third guess, and the hair literally lines up exactly with the stock image that you can find on Google. However, Michael Essien plays in the Azerbaijani league, so I don't know whether or not that is confirming his retirement, because I don't think he can he play in Azerbaijan and then also have an icon? That's going to be something that's left to be confirmed. Garincha would be an incredible icon pull if we were able to get him in the game. Cafu, we would finally have a sweet right back. Hopefully, I would imagine 2 of the 3 of his cards might be at right back. I don't know. I think he even played winger at one point, but one of those cards would for sure be a right back. We've got ourselves Ian Rush, who I wouldn't be too excited about. Hugo Sanchez would be very cool. John Barnes, and then Kenny Dalglish, which would be a very cool one as well. The Scottish mad lad representing Liverpool. So those are the 11 guesses, and I think they're pretty good. I think people would out of this batch, I think people would be most excited probably about that Dalglish, that Garincha, and then Kaká. And then selfishly, I think I'm probably most excited about that Timmy Cahill or possibly a Samuel freaking Eto'o. But like I said, boys, we're going to go over to the pitch notes right here that came out earlier today. And again, I'm going to try and give a little bit of context where I can, because I was able to get my hands on FIFA 20 and experience some of these things. Now, the first thing we're going to look at is season objectives. To start, I want to give my overview on our new season's objectives. So basically, we have our daily, we've got our weekly, and now we've got season objectives, which you're going to be able to do across the course of, it looks like they're going to be month to month. Our first season in FIFA 20 will kick off September 19th, allowing anyone playing FIFA 20 through the EA Access trial to begin their progress ahead of the worldwide launch on September 27th. I don't know if that is new news, but September 27th is going to be the worldwide release. PS4 and Xbox obviously are both going to have EA Access this year, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my RTG on Xbox, and then I'm going to have my pay to win, my main account, on the PS4. And there's a controller that I got over the course of the weekend at the EMLS All-Star Challenge that is swaying me heavily to make that decision to hop over to PS4 on the main. So the first season will run until the end of October. So September, August, September, October. Okay, so it looks like, right, it looks like it's probably going to be a month-long thing. So think maybe a little bit sort of like foot swaps. I don't think foot swaps, I don't think this replaces foot swaps. It doesn't say anything about that here. When you log into Ultimate Team after creating your club, you'll find the new Objectives Hub accessible from the FUT Central menu. Inside this hub, you'll be able to track your progress towards season rewards, jump to the next season objective that you choose to complete, as well as see your progression against milestones and foundation objectives. Now, I don't know, having played this, I remember looking at the screen, but I don't remember what milestones and foundation objectives were. I'm wishing that I really, really remembered that, but this is cool. It's just another layer of being able to do things. And, for example, let's see, one to watch Jovic, that's kind of cool. Week 1 bronze, week 1 silver. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So you unlock all these things, you gain XP, and then you can unlock that ones to watch Luka Jovic card. Again, an item that is speculative as of right now. We don't know how much starting time that's going to be, but it's going to be another thing we're going to be able to grind strictly gameplay. And anything that takes me out of squad battles where I can play, whether it be rivals or FUT champs and then complete things towards a card, I think that's only a bonus. I have no complaints or anything bad to say about that there. Objectives can be grouped together by themes and tasks. Individual objectives you complete will earn XP and rewards, as well as help progress towards completing the objective group. So we've got daily objectives. Obviously, we know that. Weekly objectives, we're going to get rewards and XP as well for weekly objectives. And then season objectives are longer-term challenges. And I think this pretty much sums up what we just talked about. From the time they are put live, they will remain live until the last day of the season. Okay, so think of seasons that way. Finally, dynamic objectives are special time-limited release objective groups which will not have a regular release schedule and will end after a set period of time determined by the dynamic objective group. Now, that's kind of cool, because that's like the wild card. We don't exactly know what that's going to be. That's something that could pop up on a Monday, maybe a Tuesday. It could pop up any day of the week, could literally run for a week or maybe even a few days or 24 hours. These could be tied to campaigns that would make sense or real-world events that are happening in the game during the course of the season. All right, so I'm thinking maybe, right, Champions League-themed events, Europa League-themed events, and then campaign-themed events, right? So that would be kind of cool. 24-hour objectives would be kind of sweet as well, so I'll be interested to see how that happens. Completing objectives and earning XP will progress your level on the Season Rewards tab. In our first season, there will be 30 levels, each with its own season reward or reward choice. There will be a diverse mix of rewards available in the objectives, ranging from packs, player, club customization content, or other team items to help you, such as match coin boosts. We're looking to balance season progression to appeal to all types of FUT players, from those who play once or twice a week to players who are regularly competing in FUT champs or division rivals. Okay, so I think the whole point of this is, right, so there's going to be 30 levels for each, well, at least there's going to be 30 levels for the first season, and again, that's what FUT is. Some people just want to do the top layer, maybe just play a couple games of Div Rivals a week, or maybe even just squad battles, or maybe even just FUT champions. There's such a variety of players that play Ultimate Team. For us, though, for most of you guys watching this channel, you're probably going to want to do what I'm doing, and probably going to be wanting to do what other content and other YouTubers and streamers are doing as well. And for me, the first 2 or 3 months are super important in terms of grinding, so I'm going to try and do as much as possible. Not sure how much I'll do squad battles, but again, if there's like a sweet Thifo, or if there's a sweet kit or an item that requires me to go in squad battles, you might catch me in there. So will be interesting to see what happens with that. That's not all for objectives. We also introduced 2 ways to unlock rewards for your play with Foundation and Milestone. Okay, so here we go. I didn't really understand this. Foundation objectives are the place for new players to learn the ropes of FIFA Ultimate Team, with organized learning objectives grouped together by subjects such as trading, team building, and chemistry. All right, so Foundation objectives, that makes sense. Foundation, very basic. Most of us are going to be able to bang those out pretty easily. Milestone objectives are long-term objectives groups which are not tied to any season. Once a milestone objective group is created in FUT 20, you'll be able to continue making progress against these objectives, unlocking their rewards at your pace. From player feedback, we know that many of you have been looking for more ways to progress in FUT, and Milestones allows us to celebrate and reward key moments in every player's FUT club. So that one is probably one I'm most excited about. That could be something where it's like 1,000 goals. Maybe a certain amount of clean sheets in a game or something like that unlocks like a sick card. I don't even know where this could be capped at, but milestone objectives looks like the one that I'll probably be most excited for. Again, it's not tied to a season. It's legitimately a milestone in your club, so it's something that you might be able to hit within a month of the release, or if it's something that requires like a lot of goals scored across Ultimate Team, maybe in just Rivals or maybe just FUT Champions, that might be something it takes 2 or 3 months to complete. So very excited to see the possibility of where milestone and objectives go. This is kind of cool too. So celebrations for the first time ever are going to be a consumable. However, it does state that you'll be able to do all the other celebrations as well, but these are just custom celebrations. The elbow drop might not be something that you can do in the game via a controller. It's something that you might have to get via an objective. So if you do the elbow drop, you would activate it using X or A. The Tifo, which is one thing that I'm really excited about. I'm interested to see how many of these are actually released. I think it's going to be a combination of player, and then also if we scroll up here, you guys can see this Tifo right here, the Puppet Master. That's a Tifo right there. So it's either a player or something cool like that. Gonna be interesting to see how deep that goes in terms of customization. And then also obviously balls, stadium, and then stadium theme. If you're a football purist interested in finding authentic customization options or someone's style or someone whose style isn't as traditional, we've got lots of new customization options. Right, so if you want to deck your entire stadium out in Real Madrid stuff, go with a Zidane Tifu, go with a Real Madrid stadium theme, kits, badges, and stuff like that. Or if you want to go nuts, I don't even know what this is, dude. I don't even know what that is, but 8-bit football. Okay, so maybe like the entire stadium like turns into an 8-bit football. What if like the crowd was 8-bit? What if you applied the 8-bit football theme and then like the crowd and like all the graphics in the stadium turned to 8-bit? That'd be kind of crazy. Both the stadium's theme and Tifos are new additions in FUT 20. Your stadium theme will feature on the sidelines and in the crowds throughout the match. Okay, so we were right there. Your Tifo will feature in the pre-match intros, and after goals there will be some replays which feature your Tifo in the background. Very cool. Okay, FUT friendlies. A new hub to play FUT with your friends locally or online, as well as head online in traditional 11v11 gameplay with or without house rules. The fact that FUT friendlies no longer consume contracts or fitness, that's incredible, and they do not carry over injuries and red cards, making them perfect place to experiment with your new players. We've also paired the mode with deeper stat tracking in friendlies so that you'll have a one-stop spot to know which of your friends is truly the best of Ultimate Team. Very, very cool. The above mode features 11v11 classic gameplay, but the true fun in FUT friendlies comes when you branch out into some of the custom house rules. Yeah, Max Chemistry and Swaps will be two exclusive ways to play an Ultimate Team, while Mystery Ball and King of the Hill will be released in FUT, Pro Clubs, and Kickoff, along with the already established headers and volleys, survival, long range, no rules, and classic match. Yeah, so Max Chemistry is basically chemistry doesn't matter. Swaps, at the start of each game, you'll have 3 players randomly swapped from your squad for with your opponent. That's very cool. And then Mystery Ball brings the element of a surprise each time the ball leaves as play comes. It comes in as a new mystery ball type. Each ball has a custom goal value that ranges from 1 to 3 goals and boosts the player in possession with over-the-top effects that take their shooting, dribbling, passing, sprint speed, or the all-powerful all ball, which brings each of the other effects at the same time. So basically, it's a massive chemistry boost. Whoever's on the ball, when one of these things are in play, gets a huge chemistry boost is what it looks like there. Easier squad management. This is one thing I'm probably most excited about, and this is one thing that I also experienced. It's going to take a little bit of a learning curve. I know going from FIFA 18 to 19 required a little bit of a learning curve in terms of storing consumables and opening packs and stuff like that. This is a little bit different. This is a way more, this is a much different squad management screen. So basically, imagine you're on this screen right here. You press RB, you go to the club. You press LB, you go to the transfer market, and you can do everything from this screen right here. And then if you press, I believe, X or A, on a particular player, it brings up this sort of option right here, which again took a little bit of getting used to, but after having put in about 8 to 10 hours worth of experimentation on it, I can tell you that this system is very nice. You can compare price, set player instructions, send player to club, all from one button, and then it branches out into this spider web right here. And then the transfer market is pretty cool. So if you're on Harry Kane and you press LB, it'll automatically take you to strikers. And then you press one more button, you press triangle or Y, and then you can do all the unified filters or whatever. You can set it like left mid or center mid or defender or whatnot. But I think it's just going to streamline the process of your squad management 100%. Squad battles. Okay, a little bit more in-depth in terms of squad battles. I'm not too concerned. You guys know I'm not a huge fan. Obviously, it's a very popular mode for some of you guys in terms of grinding and stuff like that, but not something I'm particularly interested in. Pre-match setup. We've redesigned our pre-match flow for matchmaking and online match. Now in FUT 20, you'll see new options when it comes to select your kits. Now, pre-match setup, Div Rivals, FUT Champions, and I believe drafts as well. You can't see home and away. That's massive. Because obviously there's a small set of there's a small subset of players where you'll back out if you're away, but that's not going to be the case anymore unless someone finds out a tell. I'm very happy with that. Bulk quick sale of consumables, so that is obviously one thing. I've got 1,500 squad fitness sitting in my club right now. I'd love to be able to quick sell them. I'd love to be able to sell them quickly, and then this is very promising. I don't know how many at a time, but it's going to make it much easier as opposed to listing one at a time. FUT Champions. And this one I'm really excited about as well. In FUT Champions, those SBCs where you submit your red players will be there from the start. We got those, I believe, 5 or 6 months in the FIFA. From the start, you'll be able to submit your FUT Champions red rewards to get, like, for example, an 86 plus rated player pack or an 83 to 86 rated Champions player. So that's very cool. I'm glad to see that. Division Rivals, the skill rating is going to be capped, so you're going to be able to find, in theory, you're going to be able to find matches a lot more quickly, and I'm very happy with that. FUT Stadiums, in an effort to reduce the variance experienced match to match, the lighting and shadows, we made a choice to lock in specific time of day settings for each of the stadiums and Ultimate Team. So I love that. Hopefully shadows are a thing of the past. I don't think they should be there. It should just be a perfect pitch for the entire duration of the time. And it looks like that's going to give us a little bit more customization to get rid of those horrible stadiums that we hate in the shadows, the Argyle shadows and stuff like that in FIFA 19. So FIFA 20 should be better for that. I use the companion app when I'm on the gym at the treadmill, completing SBCs, like in anticipation for something that's going to drop. This thing right here. You can add SBC protection onto players in your club to help ensure that you don't submit a star player into your SBC by accident. That is 100% something that I would do. And then if this is anything to go by, it looks like this particular feature set is going to prevent us from doing that. But I think that pretty much covers it, boys. For those of you guys that looked at the deep dive pitch notes, you guys let me know what you think about it. What are you most excited about? For me, it's probably squad management. For me, it's probably FUT Champions and Div Rivals in terms of what we can do with our red player picks early in the game. Division Rivals, being able to find a match more quickly, and then, you know, not having to deal with those shadows in stadiums. And then also, I think maybe the squad screen is one of the things I'm most excited about. Customization, I'm very optimistic that that's going to be very cool as well. But I think some of the more core elements, like milestone objectives as well, will be very, very fun. So the main takeaway is that we're going to have much more options in terms of grinding the game and from a gameplay perspective. So I don't know, maybe this will take us to different game modes. You know, maybe there's a milestone objectives that make us play rivals a little bit more, squad battles or something like that. But I am excited for the customization. I am excited for some of these changes, and very, very solid pitch notes. Was very fun to read this. Looking forward to the ones that come out later this week. Career mode, I think, is right around the corner as well, so that will be interesting to see. But like I said, boys, that is going to do it for the epi. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Let's go back to the icons really quickly. Man, dude, could you imagine Timmy Cahill or Samuel Eto'o? Very excited for that. Kaká and Kenny Dalglish would be very cool to get any of those players. I'm sure this is like 80% correct, because this guy looked like he went through a lot of time to figure this one out. I will say though, I think Hugo Sanchez, would love to get him as well, but I feel like this one could be Beckenbauer as well. They're very similar hairstyles. But that is to be determined. But anyway, my bros, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the epi. If you did, drop a like on the video. I know it's a little bit different, but FIFA 20, man, it's right around the corner. I'm very excited. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. I will catch you guys for another upload tomorrow. Till next time, bros, tschüss, later, a day.